Hi, my name is Emanuela. Welcome to my channel, Emphasis on Style. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a pack with me slash unpack with me for my recent trip to Gran Canaria, Spain. Having said that, without further ado, I just want to get into all that I brought with me. So to start, I want to say I put everything in two bags, but once I was there and I did my shopping, I essentially put everything in one bag and put all the new items in a second bag. So when I go through this, I will show you the one bag that I carried because essentially I packed everything into one bag. I should say one suitcase, and I also had one personal item, which might as well have been a mini suitcase because I put so much in there. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna try my best to keep this in groups, and I'll show you all the things that I purchased, all the things that I brought with me. If you want to see a separate video of me styling some of the items, please let me know. I'd be happy to do that as well. Okay, so I'm back. Pardon the interruption. I have two young kids, so things happen at times. Anyway, back to this video. So the first thing I'm pulling out is my canvas. Is it called canvas? No, it's called a straw bag, right? This is the one from H&M. It's been really popular on social media, on Instagram. I absolutely love this bag. I did have a chance to go to the beach while I was out there, and I brought it with me. I was able to bring it back to life after that first experience. Traveling there, I'm hoping that I can bring it back to life after my return because it's been sitting in my suitcase now for about 5 days. So hopefully my bag will survive. Next in this bag, my bag is two-sided, so I'm going to try as much as possible to keep like items together. I think I'm gonna go with the shoes next. Sorry, these look really dirty, but it's life. These are my beach thongs. They're like rubber sandals. They are a dupe for the Valentino rock stud thongs. The next pair of shoes I brought with me were these vintage Louis Vuitton sandals. I bought these actually to travel to Spain. My outfit was kind of blue and white. So these I thought worked perfectly for that look, and they were super comfortable. As you get to know me, you will know I am not a big sneaker girl, but I did bring a pair of sneakers on the trip. They are definitely a bit crushed because again, they've been sitting in my suitcase forever. But these I purchased from H&M. They have like a white leather look at the top. Again, pardon how crushed they look. And then they have this really cute leopard print moment here on the heel. These are slightly too big for me, but they're super, super comfortable. The interior of them is also some sort of faux leather moment. And I've had these for about 4 years. They have been fantastic. And whenever I need sneakers and I want to have that white sneaker look, which is extremely, extremely rare for me, these are the ones that I pull out. Another pair of sandals I brought with me on the trip are these sandals. I bought these from Shein. I absolutely love these sandals. I have lived in these sandals now for 2 summers. I brought these with me on the trip. Most of the time I went walking, I walked around with these. It's easy to wear, it's a neutral palette. I can't talk about these enough. If they are still available on Shein, I will link them below. So the next 3 shoes I'm going to show you are my sort of like evening wear shoes because those were the daytime pairs, and these is what I brought for the night. And yes, I think Tanika B said it best in one of her packing videos. If you were looking for a minimalist situation, this is not it. I am definitely a maximalist. So here we go. This pair here is what I wore the last night I was there. These kind of remind me of the whole Bottega braided trend that was started last year, and then these lace up the leg. I got these from Express. I ordered them a few months ago, but I did not actually open the package until right before I left for the trip. And actually, when I brought these with me, it was the first time I was wearing them. So I was super, super pleasantly surprised with this. I will be buying more shoes from Express because these were exceptionally comfortable. And for a person who's been working from home most of the time since the pandemic, every time I put on a pair of heels to leave the house, I feel like I am struggling. I did not struggle in these. Next pair I want to share, and I'm debating because these are both so me in a shoe, but very different. I'm gonna go with the one that's right in my hand right now. It is this pair from Schutz. And I cannot remember if I bought these directly from Schutz or if I bought them from Nordstrom during the anniversary sale. I can't answer that question. What I can tell you though is that this shoe, simple black. I don't have a lot of plain black shoes, but this one has a simple knot here, and then you just tie it right up the leg. And at the bottom, it has like a gold stopper. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to come a little bit closer, see if it shows up. But there's a gold stopper there. And then it has a little gold moment at the toe box. If you could see that. Sorry, they're dirty. I just took them out the package. I'm out of my suitcase, so please, no judgment. But yeah, these also fit very well and were super comfortable the evening I wore these. We did a little bit of dancing, a little bit of walking, and I wore these with a really amazing outfit. I'm super happy I had these, but yeah, awesome. This next pair, honestly, probably one of my favorite pairs in my entire shoe collection, but this pair from Jeffrey Campbell, I mean, tell me this is not to die for. Tell me it's not to die for. Look at it. It's so simple at the top, just very, just a few straps, the little toe ring area here in the red. It does also tie up the leg. I told you I have a thing for tie up the leg shoes. It feels like a type of suede. But for me, it's all about the heel. And I love an architectural heel, especially one in gold. Give it to me every single time. I will always, always pick up an architectural heel. These, I think, are a dupe for the Fendi First shoe, but I love these. I love these. And again, they are surprisingly comfortable because essentially it's a wedge shoe without the center block, with the center block removed. The bottom of it is actually flat. It's not super heavy, even though this piece here is metal. This shoe is absolutely amazing. And I actually picked these up from Nordstrom. These are amazing. I will try to link them if they still have them. I don't think they're still available on the Nordstrom website. I'll see if Jeffrey Campbell has them or someone else does, but these are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so, so glad I added it not only to my collection, but brought it with me on the trip. Monster hit. So as I was going through my bag, clearing out everything, I realized I had one more shoe. Also from Jeffrey Campbell, also purchased from Nordstrom. And this shoe is also a flat one that I wore. I wore in the day one time and I wore to the pool one day because that day we decided not to go out. So I wore these to the pool. So this was kind of like a day to night shoe, but look at it. Does it not say I can be day or night? Does it not? It's just, this is the thong piece that's supposed to go between the toes. It's bejeweled. It's multicolored, faceted, just beautiful. It sparkles so beautifully in the sun. It has this one band across the top of the foot, and then the heel is just these larger jewels that are embedded in the heel. Super comfortable, super cute, definitely a moment, travels from day to night. If there is the possibility to link these, I will link them as well. Okay, so I think that is all the shoes in my suitcase. Now I'm gonna try to move on to day dresses. So I'll start with the one I wore last. This dress I picked up from Shein. It is a crochet type dress, and if I can pop up a picture, I will. And again, let me know if you want to see like full on styling of all of these in a proper video with the right lighting, because that's not always the case in all the pictures. But this one is sort of like a short, it's a mini dress actually, with like a crochet overlay in the black. This was really comfortable and really great to walk around and go sightseeing in, with a pair of flats. I threw on a pop of color for the bag, which I will show you later when I go through the bags I brought with me. Okay, so this dress was probably my favorite day look of the trip, because this dress is so lightweight. It has the slight V-neck in the front, if you could see that. The back has this sort of elastic piece that holds it together, and it's kind of it is a backless dress otherwise. So, and these shoulder pieces can go on the shoulder here or off the shoulder. I absolutely loved it. I love the color. I love the fabric. Weight. This dress was amazing. It's a purchase from Shein. Again, if I can find it, I will link it for you. So another one of my day looks was double duty. So this is a piece that I brought from Beautifully Urbane. I know for a fact that this set came in several color iterations, and I'm pretty sure that there are still more of these in stock. And if there are, you should definitely get them. I'm gonna show this to you in my hand. It will not do it justice. You should look at the photos I'm posting here, and also look at the link below, because I will have the site linked below. This is a must buy. Don't walk, run, and pick this up, because the impact of this set was phenomenal. So this is actually a 3-piece bathing suit. So this is the skirt, which has kind of high slits here. And I think if there's anything I would change, it would be to make these slits a little bit further down the leg. And I think I could probably take this to my tailor and have the slits closed off a little bit. But yeah, so this is the skirt with the 2 high slits, which I hope you can see here. This is the bikini bottom there, and this is the top. Okay, so doesn't look like much here, but people, first of all, the colors are everything. The colors are giving. It's all the colors of the year, the colors of the season. The day I wore this outfit, we went to go and watch the dolphins. So we were taking a boat out to the middle of the ocean to hopefully see dolphins, and thankfully we did. And then later on that afternoon, we went to the beach. And so this outfit for me was perfectly transitional. The way it flowed in the wind, the way the colors played in the light, the way it was a bathing suit, so I could truly be on the beach hanging out in this outfit and feel completely comfortable. It was everything. People stopped me, people complimented me. It was just a different take on the bathing suit and bathing suit cover-up that was just so unexpected, and I was so here for it. It was perfect, and I will definitely link this one below. I know it's still available. You should get one. So the next item in here that I actually wore, because there are things in here that I packed that I didn't get to wear, and we'll get to that, is this beautiful white shirt that I brought from Zara a while back. See that it has a stain in it? Aww. Anyway, so this was my white shirt that I wore. It's a shirt I wore the night we flew to Gran Canaria. It was lightweight. It was easy to throw on over like a bra top, and be comfortable, because I was going to be sleeping on the plane. But I also later wore this as a cover-up over my Fendi bathing suit, which you will see when I get to the bathing suit section. These are the pants I wore. Okay, these pants are amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these pants are a faux leather jogger style, which I am kind of obsessed with at the moment. They're super comfortable for travel. And what I liked about this was the fact that it had a little bit of weight to it. It was a little bit heavy, and it has a kind of thicker material lining, which was important for me because I'm a person who runs really cold. I'm always cold, and I knew I would be freezing on the airplane. So I was glad that I had something on that was slightly warmer, but the color of it, because it's this bright blue, it was definitely summer themed as well. So I kind of had the best of both worlds in that, keeping with like something that was summer styled or summer themed, and then also then having the weight of it and the warmth of it for the plane. So this was a perfect choice for me to travel in, and I will be traveling in this again. I have a black pair of joggers that I bought from Express about 2 years ago. I've traveled in those a few times for work and absolutely love them. So I highly recommend joggers as a travel pants for any trip you're going on. So the next thing I want to show you is one of the sets that I wore while I was there to go out one evening. So it is these shorts, which are lace. Not sure if you can really see the detail there. It has a little bit of a A-line shape to it, which I like because I don't like things, especially short things, to be too clingy on my body. Here is the top, which is basically a lace blazer. So that's what I was concerned about, is because it's completely unlined and it is a blazer. So I was like, oh my God, am I going to be out here and everybody's going to be looking at me and what's going to happen? I wore it with a strapless black bra, which gave me a lot of coverage because once the blazer kind of came together at the bottom, it created sort of its own lining, and the black bra underneath gave me coverage as well. So it was really essentially my arms and the V that it created that kind of seemed bare. So it was perfect. I did pair this with the Schutz sandals that I showed you earlier, and I felt so pretty. It was such a great look. Just the right balance between sexy and chic. So it was just perfect for this trip and perfect for the moment. So I'm glad I did that. The next thing I brought with me is this dress. Oh my gosh, I purchased this dress secondhand from Marissa Brienne here on YouTube. She's one of my ultimately favorite fashion YouTubers. So I ordered it from her, she sent it to me, and she also gifted me an amazing purse to match this dress, which I will share with you in an upcoming video. But for today, we're talking about the dress. I'm going to show you the dress. This dress is just amazing. It's amazing. This design or color combo of the teal and the red is something I've seen a lot. With the floral print, I've seen that a lot. But what makes this dress special for me is the fabric. The fabric is more of a, it's kind of like that fabric that you see when you have, it's kind of like the texture that you find in a good pair of trousers, like work pants. It's that sort of texture. So it's not super stretchy. It's not super flimsy, and it's also not super thick. It's somewhere right in between, which makes it so flattering because it hugs and it skims at the same time. Also, it's got this sort of elastic here at the top that when you put on, the elastic doesn't show. It's designed in such a way that it automatically flips over, and it gives you the illusion of a high, a structured shoulder, and allows this puffy sleeve to continue beautifully. And at the wrist, it has a little button here, and it doesn't have the elastic sleeves, which I don't like. I don't like when my wrist, it has elastic here. It has a really nice V neckline that is not too deep and not too high. So you show definitely the clavicle, which we all know is an extremely flattering part on every woman's body. And it doesn't get too low, so it's not showing a lot of cleavage. I'm always looking for that right balance of skin, chest to boob area, to be honest. And this dress gives it in spades. And the fact that it's short, but it's not micro mini. I mean, I'm obsessed. This dress just is a stunner. I just posted some of the photos of this dress to my IG, and the feedback has been amazing. And I will pop up some pictures here just to share how I looked in it. But I absolutely, absolutely love this dress. I've scoured the internet, tried to find it. I can't find it. It doesn't exist anymore. But if you just like the print of it, I can link other things that have a similar print. There's a lot of pretty things out there that have a similar print. I feel like Shein has a few things, Amazon has a few things, so I can link maybe one or two things from each site just in case you like the print and you want to try something in this print. These are the pants that I wore to be a bottom cover up for my Fendi swimsuit. So I had the white top that I showed you earlier, and then I had these pants on the bottom, and I wore those the Jeffrey Campbell flat black sandals that I was mentioning earlier. So that kind of like completed the look. These pants have sort of like these bobble tassels, and it has a slit as well, but it's kind of a harem shape because the slit kind of seals at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to pop up a picture of myself wearing it, and also the model, how it looked on them on Shein, so that you have some sort of idea of what these are supposed to look like. These are great. These are great. They do what they're supposed to do. They cover with a little bit of style. They're lightweight, a little bit sheer. They're perfect for a bathing suit cover up. So if you're looking for something like that, I would definitely recommend these. So one of the last things that I actually wore on the trip is this piece that I ultimately ended up doing a photo shoot in, and I'm glad I chose this dress for it. This dress, this dress, this dress. And the camera is not doing it justice. Yes, you can see the color of it, and you can see that it's a maxi dress, but this dress is all in the way it is sewn together. It's all in the way it flows and hugs the body. This dress is not a hanger dress, it's a body dress. It also comes with a belt. And this is probably one of the only things in my entire closet that I wear the actual belt with. I'm putting up pictures here to show you what this dress did and how it gave on my trip. The next item that I brought, these are the items that I did not wear, unfortunately. This is a dress from Zara, and I was inspired to purchase this from Pockets and Bows, again here on YouTube. So this dress looks amazing on. It's super comfortable. It's a knit at the bottom, but it's really all about these organza sort of raw edge sleeves. It just gives, and the color and yellow is definitely having a moment right now. So I will find another opportunity to wear this dress this season. This dress I have not worn yet, and honestly I haven't even tried on. I bought this dress thinking that it was very similar to the pink one I showed you earlier. This one. The designs are similar. This one has that sort of cool feeling. And I think what it is that it's just like a polyester sateen, not satin. It has a sheen to it. And I think that's why the fabric feels kind of cool when you put it on. But it has a V-neck in the front and in the back. And it has these like mini cutouts. I'm not a huge fan of cutouts, but I think sometimes they can be tastefully done, and I thought this was one of those times. The fact that this is a green and white print I thought was also beautiful. So I picked it up for the trip, did not get to wear it. I ultimately planned for it to be sort of like a day dress, but the day I was going to wear it, I wore the black one instead, so that's why this one did not get worn. And it's totally fine. I will find the opportunity to wear it, but I still love this. and we'll link it below for you in case you're interested. This white dress was supposed to be one of my day outfits. It's a great dress. It's super comfortable. I have worn this once before. I wore it shopping with my girls for back to school last year. I bought this from H&M. I don't know if this is still available. It's always having items like this. So if I see something like this, I will link it for you from H&M or Zara or what's the other one? Shein. So these little white shirt dresses are very easy to find and very useful in the wardrobe. So another beach cover up that I purchased that I did not get a chance to wear, but it did make it into the suitcase, so I'm going to share it with you. So it's this crochet piece. Crochet 2 is having a moment. And now that I look at this, I wonder if I bought it in a size that's too big. What size is this? I'm sure it's a medium or a large. Okay, yeah, it's a medium large. So it comes in two sizes. It came in a extra small or a medium large. I think it's really pretty, and I think I can wear it over a white bathing suit, a black bathing suit, a teal bathing suit. Like any of the colors that are in here will go great underneath this. And I do plan to wear it. I have another trip coming up in a few weeks, so I'm definitely gonna pack this again, and hopefully this time it'll make it out of the suitcase. Okay, bathing suits. So I brought 3 bathing suits with me. And I wore 2 of the 3 while I was there. So this bikini, yes, I realize it looks really tiny on camera. It doesn't look that tiny in real life, although I do admit it's small. And I'm gonna come up close for you to see. I don't know if the camera is clearly picking it up. For me, it looks blurry, but I hope you can make it out. But these crystals actually are the Fendi double F logo. I think it's called the Zuki print. Can't remember. But yeah, it's the Fendi double F logo in this sort of orange crystals. This bathing suit, I said, has been in my collection now for about 13 years. I bought it before I got married, and we're about to celebrate our 12th anniversary. This thing, it's not missing a single crystal, okay? Not a single crystal has come up missing. Not a single crystal is loose. It is like a triangular string bikini. I share this, and obviously this is not something that I can link for you. The next bathing suit, also a designer one that's been in my collection for a very long time. I picked up this suit. Didn't even think I would like it, but it's become one of my favorite bathing suits. I wore this on my baby moon. My daughter is now 9, so 10 years ago. And I wore this, I think every few years I travel. This is one of the suits that I bring with me, and I wear it quite a bit in terms of bathing suits. And I always love it. I always feel good in it. I always find it to be very flattering and comfortable. So again, 13 years, 10 years, whatever, like still going strong. Some things are worth investing in. And I had a friend who used to tell me that for bathing suits. And I was like, girl, why are we spending $200, $300 on bathing suits? That's crazy. Nope, she was right. She was right. And it's definitely worth it. So if you can, if you're thinking about splurging on the bathing suit, it sounds really counterintuitive. I say go for it. So this last bathing suit is the one that I ultimately did not wear. But this bathing suit is from Pretty Little Things. I love this sort of bandeau top moment, but it's the gold ring in the middle with this sort of bar at the bottom for me that I really liked. It's the little added elements to this. And then the bikini bottom has the same gold detail in the middle. So this is another one that I wear and I absolutely love. I've only worn it once. I bought it a year ago, specifically for the trip I was going to Mexico, and I loved it when I wore it, and I love it now. It just didn't make it out of the suitcase in Gran Canaria, but it'll probably make it there, you know, make it out in my next trip. So we'll see. Another outfit that did not make it out of the suitcase, but is a favorite of mine. I've actually worn it to travel. I actually wore it to travel to and from Mexico, which was a good and a bad decision. That's for story time someday, if I ever get there. The point is, I bought this set from Zara. It is also sort of like a crochet knit V-neck top. like a tunic top in beige, which is beautiful. And it has the matching pants, which are high waist, wide leg, crochet as well. It's a little bit sheer, so could be definitely worn as a cover up. I wore it in the winter, so when I wore it in the winter, um, I had a black turtleneck underneath it and a black leather jacket on top to help keep me warm. But on this trip, I was thinking about it as a possibility to fly home in. I ultimately went with something else, so that's why this one did not make it out of the suitcase. But one of my favorite sets in my collection. I'm all about a set. For me, it's all about the one and done dress and the sets that come pre-packaged for me. This dress is a halter top. It is a sort of like, almost I want to say chain link design to this crochet. It could be worn as a beach cover up, or it could be worn as a dress, which is how I wear it. I purchased this tube top dress from H&M that I specifically bought to wear underneath this crochet halter dress, and the two of them together look incredible. I often wear it with the Shein sandals I showed you earlier with the pearl detail. Just beautiful, easy to wear, comfortable, but makes a statement, and I'm all about that. So that's that piece. I'm gonna put it. Okay, so the only other few things I wanted to show you quickly is the outfit I traveled home in, again courtesy of Marissa Brienne, who told me to pick this up back in the fall, I think, of this year. It took me a few weeks, but I ultimately listened to her, and I'm so glad I did. This was a two-piece set from Shein. This is the pants, wide leg, super soft and comfy. It comes with a beautiful button-down shirt in this Kelly green that everyone is obsessed with, Bottega green, whatever you want to call it, but just absolutely stunning, super comfortable. We were traveling at night again on the way back home, and I knew I would be cold. When I got to the airport on the way out, I realized I didn't pack a jacket. So that's ultimately the reason I chose to go with this green set as opposed to the crochet cream set. But ultimately, great set, great pickup. I think Shein may still have this, and if they do, I will link it below. It came in a green and a pink. The next thing in my suitcase is my hat. Child, my poor hat has suffered a lot, but let me tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the sun. And I think it's because when I think back, I get sunburned very, very easily, even though I am a black girl. I burn easily. If I'm in the sun for 30 minutes, I will burn and I get blisters. It's not a fun thing. So once I realized that that was my lot in life, I became very cautious in how I approached the sun. Growing up, again, being black, we don't talk a lot about sun care and sun protection. So my way of dealing with it was avoiding the sun. I say all that to say, yes, I had sunscreen with me. Yes, in today's world, I am understanding that I need to wear sunscreen, but I'm a hat girl, okay? I'm a hat girl, and I will show you. I put on my big hat, okay? Look, it covers my shoulders. It covers my back. I could flip it up like this and say hello, or I could be like, listen, please do not bother me, and I will not bother you. Throw on my shades, which of course I did, and it was a vibe for me. I understand this hat size is not everyone's cup of tea. Finally, what I'm sharing with you now is the package that I brought with me for things that were too large to put into my carry-on because they are more than 3 ounces, right? That's the size that we're allowed to bring when we're traveling. So that's it. That's it for the interior of the suitcase. And what I do want to mention about this little baggie right here, child, which I did not know, actually came with the suitcase. It's designed to be part of the suitcase. So it's amazing. Let me show you. I might insert a clip
here that I took right before I traveled because I wanted to film this video then, but I didn't have time, so bear with me. But I have it laid out on the floor right now in my living room. This is the interior of the suitcase. It comes with that little baggie that I just showed you, and it's these double sides. And then it has a zipper compartment here. So I was able to put all of my clothes in that zipper compartment, seal it up, and then like put the shoes on this side and just take this clothing side that was here, zip it up, and then just flip it on top of this section on this side, and then zip up the whole thing. So this is the suitcase.
I bought this particular suitcase from Bloomingdale's right before I traveled, and I'm glad I did. It had the 4 wheels. My other luggages do not have 4 wheels because they're super old, and you know, it glided very well. It was very sturdy. It didn't come back damaged, because every time you check something, I'm always scared that it's gonna come back damaged. This did not. It's only been on 1 trip so far. It's gonna go on another trip with me in a few weeks. I'm happy to do a fuller review after that. The brand is Hartman. I picked it up from Bloomingdale's. Is absolutely a great buy, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's looking for a luggage at the moment. So if you notice any changes in my location or my voice or even the lighting, it's because I stepped away, had to take my kids to camp, and now I'm back to film this second portion of the video, which is all about my personal item, my handbag. I'm going to show it to you just like I did in the last portion where I went through the contents and then showed you the container. This bag I knew was going to be on me with me at all times, so I used this bag to carry all of my purses, or almost all of my purses. There's one more down here. The other bag that is not in here actually went in my checked luggage, but I set it aside to talk about all the bags together, so let's do that now. So this bag is my Valentino bag. It is the bag I did my first video on. So if you have not had a chance to see it, please go ahead and check it out. I will do a follow-up video to that one to kind of give you a review based on how long I've been using it. But short story is, I still love this bag. I use it all the time. I traveled to Spain with this bag. I didn't end up using it, but it obviously is one of my favorites because I actually took it with me on this trip. Inside of it, I stored 2 other bags for the trip. One of them being my mini Dior bag. I think it's called Diorismum, whatever it is. I'm gonna actually write it down here so that you know the right name for this bag. But I love this bag because this is another one of those kind of if you know moments. This pattern that you see here, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna come closer. This pattern here, all of this together creates one of Dior's signature logos that most people don't even know is a thing. And I'm obsessed with the pattern because it is so covert. Like, you really need to know Dior and to know this element of Dior to even recognize the pattern. I have 2 bags from this collection. I have this size and a larger size. Absolutely love them. But I thought this was a great bag to bring because, as I mentioned earlier, they mentioned that there's a lot of theft in Spain. So I wanted to bring bags that were, 1, easy to wear across, and 2, that had chain straps that made it more difficult to be cut or broken as I went sightseeing. And the fact that it had this beautiful orange vibrant color, I thought I could get a lot of uses out of it. I thought it was a great addition to all the items I was packing, even though I ultimately decided not to wear it. The other bag I brought with me on the trip is this beautiful Gucci sort of wallet on a chain. This was a gift to me from my favorite boss of all time. This is just the leather, calf leather, red, vibrant bag. It has the Gucci logo here, very delicately, and I love it. And it also has this beautiful chain strap. Okay. The other bag I brought on a trip with me, I wore 2 to 3 times. I think on a trip, I had to tell myself to stop wearing this bag because I am absolutely obsessed with it. It's this bag. Okay. So let's talk about this bag. I am going to do a whole video on this subject. This bag is a dupe for the Fendi First bag. I love it. And what made me love it even more is that I added on this little chain strap to it, which again allowed me to wear it forearm and under my arm. And I wore it during the day, I wore it at night, I wore it to just pop down and go to the concierge. This was the bag that I did not want to put down. I loved everything about it, and honestly, it really makes me think about adding a genuine Fendi First to my collection either this year or next year. Gotta think about that. We'll see how it all goes. But I love this design. I love the color. I love the unexpected element of the shape. It was just perfect. But look at how cute this looks. I love the chain strap element. Like, for me, that just took it to a whole nother level. It made me very, very happy. So yeah, this was the fourth bag I carried, and ultimately this was the bag I used a ton on the trip, and this Gucci bag was the one that I used a lot as well. So these two were my top two most used items on the trip in terms of bags. Now, continuing with what else was in my handbag. So I have 3 of these pouches. And I bought these from Shein. They are faux leather, croc embossed, little pouches with little handle that I purchased for the sole purpose of organizing my bags. I am a girl who loves a big tote. I wear totes all the time. I wear them to work. I wear them if I'm going shopping. And a lot of times with a tote, things get lost. Things are all wild and willy-nilly in the bag, and you can't find anything you need when you need it. So this has been one way I've been able to organize things in my purses, and definitely when I'm traveling with a massive tote and a lot of extra essentials that I don't normally carry with me. These little pouches help me keep my bag organized. So in this one, I am not going to bore you with the visual, but this bag specifically I use for my feminine hygiene products that I like to carry with me when I'm traveling, just in case, you never know. So that's what this bag was dedicated to, all forms of feminine products. This one was dedicated to all things makeup, but that were dry. So I had one bag, and you'll see it in a few minutes, that carried all of my liquid items that were under the 3 ounces and below. So that's basically what I kept in this pouch, was dry makeup items, brushes, Advil, and my lip balm. So that's what was in here. And then this makeup pouch, I didn't keep any makeup in, obviously. I kept my tech stuff in here. So just to say that again, I had one for feminine products, one for makeup and dry goods, and then one for my tech needs. And all of these 3 bags fit into my larger personal handbag that I carried with me on the plane. The next item is the thing that everybody carries, is my obligatory clear plastic bag to go through TSA. I've gotten to a place where traveling is becoming a bigger part of my life because I am traveling a little bit more now for work than I used to. And so I've gotten to a place where all of my favorite beauty products, I have a backup in this little clear bag that always stays inside of my suitcase, so that I am always ready to go when I need to travel. The next thing I brought with me was this little case. This is my little jewelry case that I carry with me. The next item is my little teal um, wallet slash passport holder. The next thing I have is this super cute pink vitamin box. I highly recommend this because it's super cute. It doesn't necessarily look like a pill box, but it does keep you organized and allows you to have what you need as you travel or as you're on the go. I saved my favorite item for last. This is an a travel eyeglass case holder. I know that there's now one that is flat, which I will definitely be getting in the maybe in the coming months or maybe next year, because I hate how bulky this is, but doesn't matter. It serves the purpose. It gets me to where I need to go, and I will show you how many pairs of shades I was able to put into this little box and carry with me very neatly in my handbag. So I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs. Even though it's only set for 5 slots, in one of these I doubled it up. I don't know if you can see that. That is that I wanted to share with you. I brought with me compression socks. I was traveling for over 10 hours each time, so my compression socks were my best friend, especially since I was wearing sandals to travel. I needed the socks to keep my feet warm and also make sure that my feet were not swelling too much, which is an issue I do combat. So I wear compression socks a lot, and I use them for this trip. And I kept them in my handbag. Now that that is all said and done, let's now take a moment to discuss this absolutely stunning piece of artistry that we are calling a bag. Okay. We can start with the beautiful caramel color. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. When you see this bag, you don't know what it is. It doesn't say it's a fancy designer brand. It just says, I'm beautiful and I am luxury and I'm fabulous and whoever owns me has great taste. Right? That's what it says. It comes with a beautiful red inserted pouch. But if you took a moment to see this, then you realize that the bag is Valentino. I bought this bag at a sample sale a few months back. Turns out that if you want to get fancy, it lets you get fancy. Look. 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 I love this bag. The leather on it is so supple and it's so sturdy. I don't know if I can show you the thickness of each section. Hold on, if I move back, will it focus? Will it focus? I don't know if you can see how thick this is. It's thicker than my nail. It's like, look. It's so thick. I think this bag probably weighs about 3 pounds by itself, completely empty, if not more. It is beautiful. It is luxurious. It's supple. It's sturdy. The straps are super thick and wide. So when you put it on your shoulder and you're carrying 50 pounds of stuff because you know it's not going to get weighed, right? This bag did not dig into my shoulder at all, and I was able to lay it flat on my shoulder and walk around the airport as needed. I'm so glad I purchased this bag. I will also mention that my Canon camera was in the bag as well, and I also carried with me my laptop for work. So this bag definitely held up and held well. And honestly, I don't see a single scratch on it. I love this bag. I love this bag. I love this bag. And this will be my travel bag for years and years to come. Having said that, I have taken you through all the items that I brought with me on my trip. I shared with you what I wore and what I didn't wear. I'm happy to do another video, which I mentioned before, just discussing what I wore on the trip and styling them for you. And I can also do a video telling you about the trip, telling you about Gran Canaria as a location to be visited as a whole. Let me know if you're interested in any of those topics in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.